Hello. Years back, I had attended a workshop called the Five Dysfunctions of a Team. My manager, who was forming a new team, had given us all, the new inductees to the team, this workshop. And recently, I had done the same workshop for my team. This is a team which I had joined. It was an existing team, and I could see that the team had a lot of problems. It had problems like artificial harmony, sugar coating in the front, and backbiting in the back, and no trust on anybody. This workshop is based on a book by Patrick Lencioni with the same name, The Five Dysfunctions of a Team. It's a business fable and a must read. If you have time, you must read this book. It's a short book, probably in a couple of hours you can finish it. This model outlines five common issues that can undermine the effectiveness of a team, and it provides a framework for diagnosing and addressing these problems. Let's see this in detail. So the model essentially is five dysfunctions by the name, and these five dysfunctions are represented in the form of a pyramid, and we have to read from bottom up. The first one is absence of trust. This is where the team members don't have any trust with each other. They don't seek help, they don't help anybody, they don't admit mistake, they don't show their weakness, and there is no trust within the team. So without the trust, the lack of openness and transparency will be there, and open communication won't happen. And if there is no open communication, there is no transparency, definitely it will hinder the collaboration which is there in the team. So by definition, what is a team? Team is group of people working towards a common goal, common result they want to achieve. But if in case there is no collaboration, that common goal and common achievement which they want to do would definitely suffer. So that's where absence of trust is very important to mitigate and control absence of trust. How can we do that? Foster an environment of trust by encouraging transparency, sharing personal stories, and leading by example. Building trust takes time and consistent efforts. The next one is the fear of conflict. So is conflict good or bad? That is a moot question here. The conflict is often considered to be very bad for the team, but no. Conflict is much better than artificial harmony. So we can be very harmonized in front of everybody. In the back, we must not be liking anybody. That's artificial harmony. That is very harmful for the overall effectiveness of a team. Teams that lack trust. So if the trust is not there, they are incapable of engaging in unfiltered and passionate debates of ideas. This can avoid conflict and discussions that are critical to the team's success. So there is no discussion which is happening. If discussion is happening, it is like on the air discussion. There is no debate. If somebody has a different point than what is being agreed upon, they don't open their mouth in front of everybody. Rather, they like to convey that disagreement in the back. So this leads to artificial harmony and lack of innovation because important issues are not addressed. Let's say that in the solution which we are building, there is a big problem, and as a team we are not able to identify and isolate. Probably one of the members do understand that there is a problem with the solution, but she, just to avoid a conflict with the team lead, does not open his mouth. Okay, and thereby this problem which is there, which has been identified by one team member, is not discussed. This would lead to lot of problems with the project and lot of problems with the common goal which the team is working towards. So that is what we want to avoid. Fear of conflict is not good. We have to control this artificial harmony. We should be having healthy debates. It is better to have open and transparent conversations than to be controlling the conflicts. So what is the solution for this? Engage healthy conflict and debate. Set ground rules for discussions to ensure that they are constructive. Leaders should model and encourage healthy conflict by addressing issues directly and constructively. Then comes lack of commitment. If there is no possibility of airing the opinions in an open debate, then the team members would have lack of commitment because they did not like the solution. They had their own ideas which they kept inside their mind without opening up. Now they have agreed on a solution where they don't have any commitment. This results in ambiguity about team's direction and priorities. Team members may not be aligned and may not fully support the decisions made. They were just saying yes to everything without participating in the discussion, fearing the conflict, and that's where now they have arrived at a solution which they are not committed to. That's a very harmful, a very detrimental situation. Solution: ensure clarity and closure around decisions. Use clear and concise language and set definitive deadlines and hold everyone accountable for agreed upon actions. Involve all team members in the decision making process to gain commitment. If the commitment is not there, then how can there be accountability? Without commitment, team members hesitate to hold one another accountable for their actions. They may avoid conversations about performance or behavior. And if there is no accountability, this would lead to mediocrity. It would lead to missing deadlines and subpar performance because team members don't take responsibility for their actions. What is the solution for this? Establish clear standards and expectations. Create a culture where accountability is expected and valued. Leaders should lead by example and be willing to hold themselves and others accountable. And if there is no accountability, what would happen? Results would not come. Team members put their individual needs such as ego, career development, and recognition above the collective goals of the team. This results in a lack of focus on team success and inability to achieve collective goals. The team fails to deliver results. So team was formed. Team is a group of individuals which is working towards a common result. Because of all these dysfunctions, ultimately what is happening is that they are not able to deliver the results. Solution: focus on collective outcomes and set measurable team goals. Reward team member achievements and foster a culture where team success is valued over individual accolades. Now we have seen that the base of this whole model is these two things: creating trust and creating openness and transparency in the team. If the base is there, definitely the other things will fall in place. So that's where this model helps us to create a base, helps the team members align to a common direction where they can understand that trust is important and openness and transparency is very important. Being very open in debates, airing their ideas no matter how irrelevant or small they seem is very important. And that's where you are able to build trust and you are able to build solutions which are meant for the entire team, not for individuals. We are all committed towards those directions which we have collectively arrived at, and thereby we are accountable for our results and we are working towards the team results. Now let's see again the things which we have to do. Build trust. So instead of absence of trust, there should be a trust which should be built. Embrace conflict. So instead of fear of conflict, we should be embracing the conflict. We should achieve commitment. Everyone's opinions are heard and decisions are clearly communicated, and hence they are clearly committed. Accountability. Establish clear roles and responsibilities and hold each other accountable for them. Focus on results, set and track team goals, celebrate achievements, and prioritize team success over individual goals. This is a model which I think many a times the team would not be open, and not because they don't want to be open. It is because they are not aware that how much significant this openness and transparency is towards team success. Showing this model and running them through this model either at the start of a project or midway between the project on a need basis can be very helpful. And please do read this book before you go into journey of sharing this with your team. And it is a very fantastic business fable. I'm sure you would like it. Thank you.